It's your boy OBZ here. Do it to life before life. Do it to you. Do it to 2021. A whole year of breast cancer awareness, personal growth. See, don't keep your eyes on the road. Check this out. Booyah. I don't know if that's upside down, right side up, whatever it is. I don't know what it is, but it's day 80. Day 80. 80 days into this thing, and the day is Wednesday. Wednesday, we seek on Wednesday. It's the S in the ask method that I got out of the Bible, Matthew chapter 7. Man, it's a strong chapter, so much in that chapter, right? If it's only one chapter that you read, this chapter could do it, right? This chapter right here could do it. Because we're all about leverage, we're all about focus, we're all about simplicity. But yet, simplicity doesn't mean weak, especially if you're employing the law of leverage. The most leveraged activity. I got several activities. All activities are good, but what is my most leveraged activity? I want to knock that one out for sure, because that's where I'm going to gain the most ground. Okay? So, on this Ask Method, Matthew chapter 7, asking it is given. Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door will be open. The day is seeking, where we're digging. We're going deeper past the surface questions. We're going 1, 2, 3, 5 questions deep, 10 questions deep. I think my daughter is on board because she's growth minded anyway, right? She's trying to push that envelope, so she's coming around and she'll come in every day and say, you know what? Why does this sound so familiar? I just heard this on a podcast. I just heard this on a YouTube channel last night. She was listening to Steve Harvey. And Steve Harvey said something that resonated with her. It's a recipe, right? She said, but why does it sound familiar? I said, because it's the same thing. As I've been saying. The same thing you find in the Bible. Same thing that you find in the one thing. Same thing that you find in the four agreements. Steve Harvey told him this, said, look, you need to write down, ask what you want to get from God, but you need to write down 300 things that you want to get from God. That's what Steve said, dude. It's 5 people deep, right? So, write down 300 things, write them down, review them every day, and then you'll find out by the end of the year you've accomplished 10% of the things, and each year is 10%, 10%. You're going to find out that by keeping them top of mind, those things are going to start to come to pass, going to be developed. And she was like, hey, you just talked the same thing, just a different person, different voice, but the same thing is writing it down. I don't know. I mean, that's the key, is writing it down. And she quoted some scriptures that she said she had never heard of. Habakkuk, which is write the vision, make it plain. And then also there was another one that she mentioned, but that was one that kind of stood out in her mind, that she said she had never heard that. But here's the deal, right? So now I said, well, that's the same thing we've been saying. I said, and I got to thinking. I said, yeah, that's good, but how can we apply? She said, I think I'm gonna do that. I said, but how can we apply the one thing to that? Because it's all about focus. It's all about a leverage activity. She said, Dan, I'm going to grab my calendar. I said, no, this is what I said. I said, what's the difference of writing 300 things in one day or writing one thing for 300 days? She said, oh, yeah, I see that. So I need to break my calendar out. I said, yeah, you need to break your calendar out. She said, but one thing a day, I could do that. I could track that. But I may want to do 2 or 3. I could probably do 2 a day. I said, you probably can. But we're only going to get the X for 1. So you're at least going to do 1, and that's where you get your X. Now, if you do 2, 3, 4, that's fine. It's all like standing on the treadmill. I'm going to stand on it every day, but if I exercise, that's crazy. So she said, yeah, I want to get that. I say, we're going to put these questions on all. She got on me. Hey, let's do it now, Dad. Let's write it right now. I said, yeah, you're right. So I turned, there's a picture on the wall, on the refrigerator. Turned it over. She went to write it. Because she in, right? She in. She want to go ahead and write it out. She in. We had 3 powerful questions. And there's several out there, right? All we're doing is asking questions. If we just ask more questions, now we're not asking why questions in this setting. For overall picture, it's good to ask, hey, why do I want to achieve this goal? I can understand that. But in everyday, the small micro things every day, the why doesn't kind of brings up instead of, because we're usually like, why did I do that? Why did he do that? Why did she do that? Why they don't do that? Why they don't do that? Why this happened? See what I'm saying? So we don't want to use it in that context. It's only going to be used in the context of the broad sense of why do I want to achieve that goal, so we can dive a little bit deeper, right? But anyway, she got the right. One of the powerful questions on there, wouldn't it be nice? That's a very disarming question for your brain. It takes your brain offline from analyzing your dreams. Because a lot of times when we dream and come up with a good idea, our brain comes in and say, you can't do that. You can't do that, right? That ain't gonna work out. You don't have the resources, you don't have the connections, you don't have the time. You too busy, or you don't have this. Somebody need to do this, and then you don't do nothing. You can't even let the dream germinate and develop. But with this question, wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice to have this weather all the time? Oh yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice. Wouldn't it be nice if we had enough to eat all the time? Yeah, that would be nice too. Wouldn't it be nice if we were in shape? Yeah, that would be nice too. So you see that question, and it just takes it off. I'm just asking a question, right? It's not, yeah, that would be nice, but I'm saying, I'm just asking. Wouldn't it be nice? Yeah, that'd be nice. It would be nice. Then you'll see the smile start to come on the face, right? Because now we gone into that would be nice. And the more we kind of hang out in there, the better we feel. So, that was one of the questions. Of course, the other question, how the person I want to be do the thing I'm about to do. Another strong question. Strong question. If you just ask that question before every activity. If you just did. Now, they got the focusing question that you can use as well in smaller activities. You got bigger focusing questions, smaller focusing questions. The focusing question on that would be right now. But that I call that time travel question. How the person I want to be, I got to time travel into the future. See what I'm saying? That's a powerful question right there. And we just digging. See, today is about seeking. And we seek by continually asking these questions and refining our results, and asking these questions and refining our results, and looking and being on the lookout for the anticipation of the answer. See what I'm saying? You got to anticipate the answer. That's part of that seeking. Because most people don't go seeking unless they've been put on a trail, unless they have some type of anticipation that it is something to find. See, if it ain't nothing to find, then most people don't seek. But see, we already been put on the trail for money from asking the questions. Now the questions we asking now is we're anticipating now the answer's coming. The answer's coming. Right? Now, that third question, of course, is the focusing question. No particular order. What's the one thing that I can do to set by doing it to make everything else I do? See, I kind of added that in there for a little bit of clarification. Everything else I do easier, and I put a pause in there, but sometimes unnecessary. See, I tweaked it out. Just a little recipe. Just the meat and potatoes, I just put a little salt and pepper on it. That's all I did to kind of make it a little bit more my taste. Now, for initial, I actually kind of changed it around for the novice. The first time somebody hear the question, kind of changed it around from there. But the focusing question they got in the book is already distilled down to the least amount of words, because that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to focus. But just to get you eating, it's like baby food, right? you want to get the kids to eating some peas, then you got to make it a little bit more palatable. You got to put a little pears in there, peas and pears. I wouldn't eat that now. I mean, but peas and pears. I've tasted that baby food. I mean, to me, I don't like it, but babies like it because it's new to them. But peas and pears, right? Mix the peas and pears in there, and that's what I'm doing. We just mix a little peas and pears in it. All right. Now from there, right? From there, now what we gonna do? We had all that. Oh wow, we had all that put into place that we just seeking, looking, searching, and then we'll find it. And that's what we're doing on Wednesday. But I want to share that little comment, mixing it with my daughter. I know my son was in there, they was listening. My wife was in there, she was listening. So everybody listening. And I like to get this, like I say, my most leveraged activity is getting that daughter on board. If I get the next daughter on board, see that daughter that I'm talking about, my oldest daughter, she chop. She'll make it happen. See what I'm saying? She'll take it to the rest. That's my most leveraged activity is getting her on board because her spirit influence, she'll mandate it through. And they kind of look up. That's the big sister, right? They kind of look up to the big sister and just inch it on in there. And that's good. That's wonderful. But it's your boy Obzy. I'm finna jump up on this interstate right here. Do it to life for life. Do it to you. Do it to 2021. A whole year of breast cancer awareness, and been working on this inside game for the patient as well as the family. These techniques, these questions can be used. This focusing question can be used in the care of the breast cancer patient, in the care of handling of the family. Sometimes you're not the immediate family and you want to help the family. They may be going through some tough times. These questions will come in, soften the blow, get people in a positive frame of mind. It wouldn't be nice to get you in a positive frame of mind, especially with everything that's going on. So that's what I'm focusing on, and it's gonna get refined as these days go by. It's gonna get refined. It's your boy Obzy here. We're gonna do it to life. We're gonna do it to our physical life, our mental life, family life. We're gonna do it to our work life. And what we're gonna do, thing that we already know to do. When they say, hey man, you wanna lose weight, you go, man, I know how to lose. I've heard that, I know. You know it. But we gotta do it to it. That was gonna be it right there.